Yo, Uncle Lazer, coming to you from the space room in goddamn Edmonton, Canada. Hey, listen up. Listen, I appreciate you watching the Drunk Uncles. We appreciate the fans, everybody coming in. I just want to give you a little synopsis of the rundown. We got Isaac Butterfield, Australian comic, influencer personality. He's got his own podcast. Great friend of mine, great friend of the show. He's controversial. He hates woke culture. He comments on shit, and we just get into it. We get about with Charlie Kirk and all the tragedy that surrounded that. We get into like just woke and the woke mentality that is. He got banned in goddamn Australia theater shows for saying some kind of indigenous joke. People are just softer than baby shit, and that's not what I like to see. But tune in if you like just controversy and woke culture talk, because people are softer than baby shit. But let me tell you what will not make you as soft as baby shit, and that's Blue Chew. Hey, right now you go to bluechew.com. Okay, you can type in code UNCLE, okay, and a little UNCLE at the top on the little application. Fill it out, do UNCLE. They'll give you a free month subscription of Blue Chew. And boy, I've been taking it every day. It makes me hard. I take it even when I don't even have a partner to take it with. I just jerk off with it. I love it. So right now, go to bluechew.com, use promo code UNCLE, and they'll get you a free month subscription. It's pretty easy, pretty discreet. Just fill out the paperwork. They ship it to you discreetly in the mail. Your wife won't even know what hit her until it hits her. You know what I'm saying? So that's bluechew.com. Use promo code UNCLE. And then also, I'm a DGen. I love to gamble. That's just how it's always going to be. And we've teamed up with MyBookie.ag. Use promo code Lazer, and they're going to match you up to $500. Okay, and they even have a buyback bonus plan where if that first bet you make up to $500, if it doesn't win, they just give you the cash right back. It's called a freebie. It's called a free space, and everybody in life loves a free space. So that's mybookie.org or .ag, and get in there. Use promo code Lazer, and they're going to give you up to $500 to match. You can bet on, literally everything. Chinese badminton, zebra racings in Zimbabwe. I don't know about all that, but they got everything you need for college football, baseball playoffs, and NFL. And they got all kind of cool, intricate bets, just some real fun stuff. It's a real big website. I love using my gamble with them all the time. So use promo code Lazer at MyBookie, and they'll match up to $500. And if you don't win on your first bet, they'll give you the old buyback bonus. But anyways, enjoy the episode. Let's get into it.
That shirt does suit you. I knew it fucking would.
It's kind of like a poncho a little bit.
Right?
I might crop the bottom a little bit. I've been doing a lot of mid-drift here as of late. So the fucking season of midriff is upon us.
So I don't have the body for midriff. It's real upset.
No, you're a lot taller in person than I remember. God damn, dude. Anyways, hey, welcome back. Another episode. Got my pal from the down under, the man of thunder, the man of the golden. The Perth of Girth, the Girth of Perth. I'm from Perth.
Not from Perth.
Not from Perth at all. Didn't do any fucking research, but I'm Uncle Lazer. Welcome back to Drunk Uncles. We got my boy Isaac Butterfield, controversy comedian of Australia.
That's right. My fucking pants are riding up.
Yeah, what's happening?
I don't know. Yeah. I put these like swimming trunks because I thought I was going to go to Barton Springs this morning and see some fucking ass cheeks.
Oh, dude.
But I did not.
The place to
it's
go.
Not. It's not.
Fuck no, hang on, I'm gonna make sure that I gotta double check myself. All right. No, dude, it's Hippie Hollow. Hippie Hollow is the nude one. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
That's the one where
don't all the girls wear like the bikini with the G-string of the
phone?
Yeah,
but there's like did you go the free side or the side you pay?
I haven't been yet.
Oh, if you're gonna go to the side you pay on, because it keeps the riffraff out. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? So like. Yeah, fucking, I would go to the pay side. But
is it dangerous? You're
gonna hate it.
I'm gonna hate it?
It's just a bunch of fucking people.
Yeah,
it's just, I don't know how you do. I hate fucking a lot of people.
Man, I signed up for the Mothership open mic. And because I don't know anyone here in America. I know you, I don't know, like 3 other people, that's it.
How do we meet?
I think I just DM'd you. Like 3 years ago.
Yeah, it was like right when I got on Kill Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, because I think I was in Austin around the time, or maybe my wife sent me something, like one of your sets, whatever it was. She said, I messaged her and I said, dude, let's do a podcast. I'm coming to Austin. And we did. And that was 2 years ago, but a lot's changed. A lot hasn't changed. I know a lot's changed for you. You've been busy. You've been flat out. You're doing a lot of touring and all this type of stuff.
Trying not to die.
Who's coming for you?
Nobody. Myself.
That's right.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know when this episode will come out, but it's been a hectic time for internet people.
It has.
Over the last couple of days here, with Charlie Kirk being shot yesterday.
I just saw, right before you got here, I saw the slowed down, zoomed up version.
Oh, you watched it?
Oh, God, dude.
I didn't watch it.
It's so hard to watch. But, because when I hear them things happen like that, I'm like, always thinking back in my mind, all right, some kind of goddamn conspiracy, some kind of setup. But then you see it that close, it's like, well, I don't know if they fake that one. That one looked...
I saw him grab the old dude in the crowd. Did you see that? So they arrested this guy.
They did, but I since read that they let him go.
Yeah, but they let him go. So what?
They interrogated him, but
he had nothing to do with it. But then all this other footage came out of the guy up on the roof.
And then did you see, and AI is getting so goddamn powerful, but, sometimes I can't tell the fucking difference, but they showed in a slow-mo, like, where the zoom-in was on Charlie getting shot. As he gets shot, all the crowd goes down, but there's one guy that turns around and looks towards the shooter and just kind of celebrating it, and he's not very far away
so
from the
I saw that too.
Is that real? I don't know.
No, that was real.
That's
everyone
crazy.
crouches down, but then like 2, 3, 4 seconds, this other guy stands up.
Yeah.
Now, if you see someone get shot in front of you, even like he might be a psycho, right? Might be a crazy man.
Yeah,
and he might have just gone, it's just must be behind me, right? From a shooter from the roof, if he's been shot, maybe that's why he just stood up and cheered. He might be a fucking crazy person.
Yeah.
There was also a shot of, zoomed in right up close, a tip of the hat next to Charlie.
Yeah,
Did you see that?
The guy that was right there.
But, how many times do you touch your hat when you got a hat on? How many times do you move it?
What would tipping a hat indicate? I mean, if the shooter's got a shot, he's going to shoot right there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well... I don't know. I don't know.
And I don't know if you particularly... I don't think a neck shot is what you're going for. I bet he was aiming for his head.
He would have been aiming for his...
drop.
Well, I would imagine he was aiming for his head.
Sure, right?
Apparently, some assassins aim for the neck. It's like a calling card, but I don't want to talk about that because those assassins will come for you.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I don't know. That was Lazer's thoughts.
Yeah, we don't need that.
No, fuck that. So, yeah, he was hit in the neck and... it just blew a hole out the back of his fucking neck. And I spoke to a guy yesterday, I was heading to a podcast, and he had some contacts. And he just said, mate, he's dead. And that was probably 2 hours before we got official, or an hour and a half before
we got the word.
And they were right.
So they don't even know what caliber rifle it was? I mean,
yeah, I think they've found the gun at this point.
They have. The gun, but not the guy.
There's the Kash Patel, the FBI director.
Yeah.
He put out photos of someone they're looking for. This guy walking along, and you can see he's got sunglasses on, but you can see pretty much all of his face. So is that the guy? Who knows? I'm sure a lot's going to change over the next couple of days. But yeah, hectic shit. Last time I was in Austin, Trump got shot.
Yep.
And so I'm wondering, is it me?
Yeah.
I'm the bad omen for America.
No.
Maybe I'm a good omen for America.
No, you're good for Texas.
Good for Texas.
You're good for Texas.
But bad for certain people, unfortunately. It is sad. It is sad that political discourse ends in violence, and it has done twice for two Republicans. But do we avoid that conversation today, Lazer?
No, I like just going whichever way this podcast takes us. I know that you do and go down these rabbit holes. That's another reason why I wanted you on. I mean, we'll make it funny and fun, but one thing that did you see in MSNBC? Guy said, yeah, we don't know. It might have been a supporter who shot off in the air, and but they really said that on live television. Yeah. Like, that's how fucking, like, dude, what?
Well, these people, remember, they've just come out of college and then they get these jobs, and then people listen to them like they deserve to be there. Like, if you've got a following on the internet, the reason people follow you is because they like you, they respect
relatable.
You, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, there's some people that people just like hate watch or whatever, but most people who speak for a living, people agree with them, and they go, okay, this guy, I can understand where he's coming from on this, and this, and that aligns with me, or they're a critical thinker, yada, yada, yada. But these people on MSNBC, and even on Fox as well, like, they're just people who are put there. They've been employed as a mouthpiece, and then when they start giving opinions, often they're retarded.
Yeah, it's kind of like they've dumbed down journalism to a degree, right?
Journalism means nothing.
It's nothing. Like, it means nothing. Unless you're doing guerrilla style, like Gary Faust, he was doing stuff in Puerto Rico and stuff. Shout out Gary Faust, Street Gonzo. But I mean, goddamn, they're just deer in headlights. Just a warm body to fill a seat.
Well, they just turn up and they read the news. They don't give a shit. There's going to be another news story tomorrow. They don't care. And this is the divisiveness of the news too. Things like what happened to Charlie Kirk, a lot of that is to be blamed on the mainstream media and the hate that they breed.
Oh, yeah. No, that blood's on their hands, for sure.
Mate, it's crazy.
It's how you paint somebody, man.
Yeah,
Because,
yeah.
I mean, the dude's a family man. And look, but I did hear one thing I did read, and like, look, you know, views and values alone or whatever, you may not agree. He said, like, I saw something that said if his daughter were to be, you know, R.A.P. I don't want to say it, like I cut it.
Yeah.
But if his daughter, if that was attacked, and he would not let her abort the child because it was God's plan. Now I think that's, you know, I think that's where some people get hung up because, like, you know, if it's a woman's body, why can't a woman go get an, if they want to get an abortion? I've never understood that. Like,
well, there's a lot of people walking around today that we see, particularly here in Austin. Walk down 6th Street, I'll show you a lot of people that should have been aborted. There are a lot of people around here that should have been aborted. And I don't know, man, like when it comes to the attack or the violent nature, like that only accounts for a very small number of
crazies.
Those.
Yeah.
Like those attacks and those abortions. But I genuinely just think that it should be up to the mother in this case. And a lot of people, like, I get a bit of hate about my opinions on it, but I think it's case by case. It's up to the person involved. We would be, you know, it's hard to say to an 18-year-old or a 17-year-old, hey, you've got to have this baby and bring them up just because you had sex. Like, I know that you're in the industry, and you love blowing, you know, the old baby gravy around.
Yeah, I throw bad dick at even worse people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, that's the name of this podcast. But yeah, like, you know, should you be, you know, if you're not. If you are using contraception as a woman or as a man, a condom or the pill or whatever, the pill's a whole nother thing. Like, we could talk about.
That one's
pill's terrible.
It's terrible for women. I don't pull out of a driveway. Okay,
sure.
I think I'm infertile. But yeah, I don't like when I don't make you know, the Plan B.
The best way to pull out of the driveway is to reverse in the first place. So you just drive straight out.
Yeah, but really, I'm only going to be there. I'm just going to run inside and grab my wallet and run out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be there very long, so there's really no reason to turn the car off.
Yes.
Well, we took a hard left turn anyways. Yeah, no, we're going back to yeah, no, but if the person has, you know, if it's they're the one having to give birth to the son of a bitch, I mean, are you leaving, dude?
Yeah.
All right, well, kiss me on the mouth. What are we doing? No, get out of here, buddy. Get out of here. Good seeing you, old son.
Ben McLennan, 69 on Instagram.
Look at
Great
it.
man.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Yahoo.com, dude. Yeah, dude, I'm on the fair belief where whatever the fuck you want to do is your business as long as it doesn't impede on somebody else's.
Well, you would argue that does impede on other people, the baby, right? So I get the argument for both sides.
Look, dude, do you remember what happened before you were born? You don't have a goddamn conscience.
Sure. But you are going to become a human. What about when you die? You don't remember that. Does that mean I can just fuck your body?
Oh, like erectophilia, or what is that?
Erectophilia?
Close. Started with an R.
That's the name of the podcast. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but like you've lost consciousness. What about when you go under for surgery? Does that you don't have consciousness? You're not going to remember it. Can I, you know, titty fuck you? Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's
a fucking
shit.
I mean,
I don't know. Let's take a hard right turn.
Okay.
A far right? No, not a far right turn. But let's make a turn because I want to know what's happening in America, right? Because there are, like, I'm a married man, but in America, the women are far better. And I'm not just talking about looks. I'm talking about personality.
Really?
Texas particularly. We spoke to a couple of very nice ladies, and they were fine looking. That's not what I'm saying here. Like, nice people. But just good, honest
Texans.
Women. Yeah, Texans. And at home, you get that. Like, you get good, honest, like, Australian girls, and a lot of them are really cool. Like, my wife's the funniest person I've ever met.
Yeah.
Hilarious. A lot of the darkest, most horrific jokes, the things I've been cancelled for, she wrote, right?
She actually gave me this shirt, so shout out
Little Dixon.
Mrs. Butterfield.
That's right. Little Diggy. She's a mad dog. And she was cracking Charlie Kirk jokes yesterday. She was, like, visibly upset about it. And then everyone moves to the jokes, right? That's just how you operate.
That's how you lighten the load.
Yeah, it really is. And I mean, that's how I would react if some far left politician or left wing politician or someone got shot. I would be making jokes that night. So if you're not making them when someone who you agree with on most things does, you know, it's a bit hypocritical. But yeah, she's got an amazing sense of humour and is a very kind person and very attractive, which I'm very happy about. But there's just something about the difference between, particularly the girls in cities, Australia. It's probably the same here.
Well, yeah, I know some couple bad bitches in Queensland.
Yeah, you do.
I know a couple cowgirls down there, and it's like the Texas of Australia.
It is. It is. Everyone's into rodeos and cows and punching on with your missus. It's great.
That country shit it builds you different.
Country people are better, man. Like where I live, simple folk. Get up, work hard, go to bed.
You get up, you go to work, fucking tired, and you come home sore.
That's it. And where I live, like we live probably 30 minutes out of the city. And it's in a real, like everyone's got horses around us. It's like, you know, a bit of land, that type of stuff. Better people, man. So much better. Where we lived beforehand, it was nice, new. Yeah. Like new homes. But everyone was just fucking in everyone's pocket. And you get these letters from like the council and shit. Like these people want to do this. Is this cool with you? And you got to get these approved. Like if they're putting a retaining wall in or whatever, everyone gets a fucking letter. Like tell them they.
The fucking HOA. You'll have it over there too.
So
oh my God.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to know what my neighbours do. Fucking leave me alone. Unless you're building a high rise. But no, there's just something about country people that they're better. They're better in every sense of the word. They're kinder. They're nicer. Often better looking. They just need a bit of work.
But I mean, quick pro quo. I mean, goddamn, the Waco shooting happened in Texas, and that was the country. And old boy starts a call. I mean, dude, there's bad eggs on both sides. You know what I'm talking about? But I think it's a lot more laid back in country than versus the city. City's too much hustle and bustle.
Oh, mate, you drive through here, and I mean,
I hate it.
It's not as bad as LA, but it's fucking not too far off. Like,
no, it's not.
You go to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and tourists don't get this when they come here. But you go there, you expect it to be lights.
It's not.
It's fucking horrific. No. You may as well be in Bali or something.
It's so bad.
You know what I mean? Like, there's just homeless people everywhere, and not bagging the homeless. Like, there was a homeless dude.
Fuck off.
I saw a homeless guy last night. I was walking along after a gig, and he scared me because I heard the Netflix boom boom. He was watching fucking Netflix on the street. I was like, how'd you get fucking Netflix out of here, bro? But no, they're doing their thing, and it's hot in Texas too. So
it turns them into creatures. I mean, I saw a woman sleeping, standing up, and shitting at the same time the other day. The heat makes them do weird shit.
I have seen people in Hawaii like that. In Honolulu, when you go over there, like a lot of homeless people, they would tell. I was asking this homeless guy, and he was saying a lot of homeless people move here because the weather's nice for most of the year. Like if you're homeless in New York, imagine that winter.
Having to be around a trash can burning. Oh yeah.
Well, it gets cold here too, though, doesn't it?
I mean, you'll have your one-offs that like you get the big freeze, but for the most part, it ain't like New York. It ain't like the rest of the country. No.
Yeah.
It's actually been a super mild winter, which probably mild summer, so it'll probably be a hellacious winter. That's probably coming, but.
And the roads here, we noticed the other day, it was raining really heavy, like flooding.
Yeah.
And the roads here, because of the colour of the roads in Texas, I don't know if it's the same for the rest of the country, but you can't see how deep the water is in really heavy rain.
Yeah.
It's like in Australia, it's black roads, right? They're just tar roads. That's the colour. But here it's more like a driveway, grey concrete. Yeah. And you can't see how sort of deep it is. And I was driving.
Hydroplaning?
I was freaking out. And I didn't see this big puddle, like this big bit of water until, I was like 100 feet, 200 feet off, and all these cars started hitting. I was like, fuck.
Oh, shit.
And this was our first day driving back from San Antonio. And that's a shithole, by the way.
Yeah. There's too much construction.
There's nothing going on.
Yeah.
It looks like no one lives there. It's like The Walking Dead, fucking San Antonio.
It's weird.
Have you been to Australia yet?
No. I'm working on something next year to get out there, though, do a little run for like a month or something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I have a pretty decent following out there, at least on my analytics that suggests and shit like that. So, yeah, it'd be cool to go over there.
It's a good spot, man. It's good fun. I find a lot of people when they go to...
You got like They were coming after your ass trying to cancel you over some goofy shit, though, right? So
Dude.
I wonder how they're going to perceive me.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll be all
You just
right.
get out of there.
Yeah.
I have to live there. I got taken to the Human Rights Commission over a joke.
Really?
Yeah. A joke about Aboriginal people. Do you know about Aboriginal people?
Do you know about Aboriginal?
Everyone's got Aboriginal people. It means Indigenous, right?
Yep.
It's Indigenous.
Native,
yeah. And I grew up playing rugby, right? And I grew up playing rugby with a lot of brothers. Black people, if you didn't know what brothers were.
Yep.
And we all talk shit about them. They all talk shit about us. We all talk shit about each other to each other's face.
Yeah.
And it was all cool, right? But something happened along the line where the most vocal activist type of Aboriginal people in Australia, they don't allow a sense of humour anymore. So I make a joke about transgender people, right? About that I'd never seen a transgender Aboriginal person. And then the punchline is maybe I have, they're just hard to spot because the ladies all look like blokes. All right?
That's hilarious.
That's all it was.
Hilarious.
That's all it was. Nothing
Great
too
joke.
crazy. Thank you very much. And it's a part, like that bit was a part of like a 10-minute piece that I did, which I called at the time the cancel culture cake. Each layer was supposed to get me cancelled. Layered cake. And one did. So I get a letter in the mail. Actually, my postman gave it to me in a manila folder. I got served saying that I had to appear in front of the Human Rights Commission and face answers, or face questions rather, over this joke. Now, this joke was uploaded on TikTok, right? I uploaded it, and it got like, it did okay, like maybe 100,000 views or whatever, nothing crazy.
Yeah.
But then it got into the algorithms of the people that really didn't like it.
Hate is it's easier to attract flies with shit than it is hunting. You know what I'm talking about?
And like I remember at the time looking at it going, oh, it's going off. And then I looked at everyone commenting, and it's like, nah, everyone fucking hates you, man. It's not
Don't
going
read
to the
them.
good people.
Don't read it, dude.
Well, I don't normally read shit. But in this case, I was like...
You got a letter.
I was like, what? Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
So one lady complained about it. One. And she said that my joke gave her cause for concern, and she was fearful for her life and her children's life because of that joke. A joke that I told on stage 6 months before I posted it, all that shit. And so you have to come all the way up to Queensland. I'm in New South Wales, near Sydney, and you got to come all the way to Queensland, and you're gonna have to either two options. Well, she wanted two things: me to apologise and me to undergo training. And so I said, well, I'm not fucking doing that. That's ridiculous. So I sent it to my lawyer, and he's like, well, I was like, what do I do here? And he goes, I don't know. I was like, am I going to get sued here? He goes, I don't know. I was like, am I going to go to jail? He goes, I don't know. None of this has been tested.
Oh, that's kind of scary.
Yeah, so the date that they wanted me to go was only a few days before my son was born. So I said, I can't. I'm not going to do it. And they were like, well, we'll set a new date. So they set a new date, and I said, I'm not going to do that. And eventually it got to the point where they sent me a letter, and they said, listen, we're going to take it to the next level. It's going to go in front of the board or of the Human Rights Commission. And then through all of this, I'm talking about it on YouTube and shit, and everyone's blowing up. Even people who didn't like me. They don't like my humour, they don't like my stance on whatever. They're like, this is crazy, man. This is a direct attack on, freedom of speech, which is not a protected right in Australia.
No, it's not.
It's not. We have it implied in our constitution, but that means shit, right? It's not. And there's new laws that have just been passed in New South Wales designed to protect Jewish people, but the frivolous nature of these particular laws is that you can't actually, you can basically twist it in any which way you want. And it's the wording of it, forgive me, I'm missing it, but they basically say words to the effect of, if you incite violence or hatred under someone who is, a regular individual, if they find it hateful or violent, which doesn't really mean everyone finds different things offensive and hateful or whatever. It's completely subjective. Then you can be charged criminally. It's no longer a civil case in New South Wales. It's a criminal investigation, and you can face fines and jail time and all this type of stuff. And the most important part about these new laws is that down the bottom it says that the arts are not excluded. So comedy's not excluded. Film's not excluded. Painting's not excluded. Photography not excluded. If you incite racial hatred or religious hatred, ethno-religious hatred or whatever they say. So that's bad. That's bad for me. That's bad for comedy. That's bad for anyone who wants to either push boundaries or just laughs at horrible shit. You know what I mean? So that all went on for ages, and it went on for like 2 years and got to the point where I was just like, is this going to end? There was no communication for 6 months, and then randomly they just came back and say she's dropped the case or the complaint, and that was it.
Really?
That was it. It was just done. I made videos about it. I got what I wanted out of it, and I got a lot of coverage because of it.
You got it. I mean, any press is good press, I guess.
100%.
But I mean, it's kind of worrisome, because like you're not the only first like controversial comic I've done on the show. Like the Danger Cats, I just did them. They're from Canada. They said some stuff about the native people of there, and like it was a roast joke that wasn't even like a joke he does in his stand-up. It's just he said they found like a residential school that had a bunch of kids' bones under it or something like that. Yeah. And in the roast show, he's roasting this girl. And he's like, you look like you swallow more bodies than a residential school. It's
That's
hilarious.
a great
It's
joke.
a great fucking roast show.
Yes.
That's the only time he's ever said it. So it's written for a roast. He doesn't do it in his set.
It should be in his set.
Dude,
that's a great joke.
This is in Alberta, the goddamn governor, their governor comes on they're on every 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock news. And they're like, the Danger Cats need to watch themselves. That won't be taught, blah, blah, blah. And it like the Canadian media, government media is place they're canceling them. Like they had shows.
I bet, yeah.
So I mean, like I see it, and it's just like, we haven't really experienced that to that level in Austin. Yeah. But I mean, you get in that real gray area that like, who's to say what is hate speech and what isn't? I mean, like there's blatant shit that you can obviously, hey, you're an asshole. You're a fucking
spend
bigot.
10 minutes on Twitter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it. Goddamn, that's the Wild West.
Man, I see shit on there all the time on Twitter that I'm like, that's disgusting.
I can't open it in the grocery store. No. I can't open the app in the grocery store.
No
that's
way.
For damn sure.
Everyone's dying and everyone's getting fucked.
Just double teamed and heads getting cut off. It's weird. It's like, goddamn, Eli, we get it. Our parents aren't home. We can do whatever we want, but at least we need some supervision.
Can somebody do
Holy
something?
Shit.
I think if it goes past you and you go, that's too far.
And like sometimes I'm getting shit. I'm like, when did I look at this? Why is my being suggested? Then I'm questioning my integrity. Like, why the fuck is this popping up for me?
Yeah, I got a notification from X today saying that Trump had suffered a stroke, and I was like,
real?
No. I was like, oh my god, this fucking what's happening? So, you got to be careful what's bullshit, what's real, but the implication that you can't say something on stage,
because it's subjective.
So subjective.
So it's like, what makes your opinion on that matter?
Yeah, because you could say the most horrific shit of all time on stage and then walk off, stand next to me, and go, yeah. So anyway, as I was saying before, because it's a fucking act. It's not real. It's pretend. Like I don't understand how someone can go to a comedy show and not wrap their fucking dumb head, sorry for swearing, their dumb head around that. Like, how do you not know that? How can you not understand that? Like, who are you? Where did you grow up? Who are you friends with? What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'll say this, because there are some comics who are just dark, right?
Sure.
And like, it's a writing style, and they're creative in that, like Anthony Jeselnik, great example, right? But then I do know some open mic shit comics who just say hateful shit and think they can wear the barrier of no repercussions of saying some really hateful shit, and I can understand that. But for you to make a joke in the manner of which you did, it's hilarious. Yeah. You're not insinuating violence or hatred on the front end or the back end of the fill of that punchline. There's nothing so I understand like how people can see like, well, that guy's clearly just a fucking bigot. But what you said, that's funny.
Well, also, I've done that joke at 40 shows beforehand.
Yeah, but now
you
it
know?
got seen by someone who didn't like it. So is one voice gonna? You see what I'm saying? That one person complained.
Well, we had actually, that joke got me. We had terrible security at this one place in Coffs Harbour, which is in near Queens. No, it's nearly on the border. Yeah, of New South Wales and Queensland, and all these bikers turned up because one of the wives was an Aboriginal lady, and she was fucking angry at me. So she told him that I was just being racist on stage. And so all these bikers, we call them bikies. I don't know if you call them bikies, but they all show up, and I'm like, oh, fuck. And our security guard's this big fat old lady who's just walking us back to our car, and we end up ducking out the sideway. And I haven't been back for a while. So, man, like, you know, it does get a bit scary. But I've had so many of these cancellations now that it's just part and parcel with what I do. Like I did a joke about a jumping castle tragedy that happened in Tasmania in Australia. Like all this wind got underneath a jumping castle, and all these kids were in it.
Oh shit!
Fell out and died. Horrific, right? And I was there the next week and made a joke about it, which, you know, you do. And the governor of Tasmania got on the news and was like, we've got to ban this guy from the state and all this shit. Like, it was like, you're sitting at home, like, I'm back in my real life going, what the fuck, man? Like, this is a joke on stage in front of, like, what, 500, 600 people? That's all it was, like 2 or 3 seconds. And they're going, no, you got to stop this, man. He's hateful. It's like, nah, man. So
it's crazy that they can cut that one little phrase out of the whole thing with no context forward or backwards, just the verbiage, and make you look.
And how they pick and choose too, because there's so many other targets.
Yeah.
And they pick and choose, like, you can attack this person, but not this person, and here's why. It's the same with, I did it in the Melbourne Comedy Festival in 2018 or 2019. I did a Jewish joke. And this lady emailed me the next day, and she's like, you can joke about Muslims, you can joke about this, but you can't joke about the Holocaust. I was like, but what, are you serious, lady? Can you understand what you're saying? She said, I thought the rest of your show was hilarious. And I'm doing this horrible shit, right? This real, like, you know, dark humour. And that's all cool, but when it directly affects the people that you are, or that you associate with, or you're a part of, that's not okay. So, yeah.
Where do you draw the line?
Well, you can't draw the line.
You can't, because there is no fucking line. Because it's comedy. It's an art. Leave it alone.
But I understand what you're saying with...
There are people who you can tell are just up there, and they're like... It's like, yeah, you could say that in a joking manner. And it's cool. Like, you know, you touch on it, but like a little set you make about the kids flying away. It's cool. Your whole set wasn't predicated on that. But I've seen some open mic comics around here that go up there and, like... You can clearly tell they do not like fucking gay guys. You know what I'm saying? You can clearly tell... they got something against another race. You know, like, you can...
Yeah.
It's beyond the point of, like, oh, you know, we're making a funny. This is all your whole 10-minute set has been about. You know, like, it's kind of like you're using... Because they can use, like, how, you know, people will be like, well, you know, he shouldn't say that about me, blah, blah, blah. You can say whatever you want about it, but it can be flipped the same way. A comic goes upstairs and goes, yeah, but I'm just on stage telling a joke. It's like, yeah, but you fucking said you hate 17 times, like, and you just kept hammering it in on, like, I can get it from, but like, there's no way to determine what's right. Like, they can't take your one phrase and fucking.
But you have to allow all of it. That's the thing. And we've all been in open mic rooms where we sit there and it's awkward because you can tell that this person's just going off. It varies. But it's the same for friend groups. And this is what I always like to say. Like, you can make a joke in your friend group and people will only laugh if they know it's not true. Like, you can make a dark, horrible thing. You can say a dark, horrible thing. And people will only like... If you're me, who, you know, I've never assaulted my wife. Not yet. And I make a joke, even like that, a quick turn of phrase. It's funny to people I'm around because they know it's true that I haven't.
Yeah.
But if I was constantly bashing my wife, hitting her, harming her, abusing her in whatever way... No one's going to fucking laugh at that because they know it's true. And I think that's where the difference is.
That's a good point.
If it's a real thing...
That's a good point.
People know it's real, then it's not as funny. But if it's fake, if it's ridiculous, if it's silly, then that's when it's cool.
When that woman, that Jewish woman, you know, emailed you, how'd you respond? What'd you say?
Well, this is what got me cancelled.
Oh, okay.
And you've set me up perfectly for this. Almost like...
it turns out I podcast.
almost like we've prearranged this.
Yes.
I was backstage, about to go on stage for one of my Melbourne Comedy Festival shows. It was like 9:30 at night. She sent it to me in an email. And I came back with one of the best heckler comebacks of all time. But unfortunately, it was in form of an email, which is just horrific. And I said to her, if you can't stand the heat, stay out of the oven.
Oh, zing, zang, zow. Call that from the corner pocket. Wow. That's good.
But an email, if I say that on stage, hilarious. In email form, fuck.
Yeah, because the tone. Oh, yeah, I didn't think
There's
about
no,
that.
like,
Dude.
I don't laugh afterwards. I don't smile afterwards. Nothing. She's just at home.
A smile emoji or an eggplant or something. Christ almighty. Dude, one time at Vulcan, where you're performing at tonight or tomorrow, I would say the word retard in my set, you know? I said it a few times. And a woman, same thing. She's like, you were great tonight, but why do you say the word retard? You shouldn't say that word. And I go, well, ma'am. She goes, my son's got Down syndrome. I go, well, I'm sorry to hear that. I said, but I also rode the short bus growing up. I said, because I live so far out in the country, it's easier on gas.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say that motherfucking word.
Sure.
It's a word.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm not directing at your son. I'm talking about the retarded witch that I date. There's a totally big difference.
If you say your son, ma'am, he's a retard, then
Yeah,
okay.
I'm like, oh, you got a retarded son? You know, like,
you
so
start prancing around.
I didn't say anything to her. Didn't make, it's just like, dude.
People make it about
Why do you
themselves.
people are fucking bored. We're bored.
Yeah.
We're bored.
Yeah.
No one gets hit in the mouth anymore. Like the oldest from the dawn of time. It's pussy and violence. That's it. That's what we're built off of.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, like, so it's just
Testosterone does both, and that's what most men are flooded with.
Yeah.
Right? Get their dick hard and throw fists.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
simple. But now it's like, I don't know, man. It's kind of, I just can't wait till in November when that fucking Atlas 3 gets here. And them fucking aliens. I don't know if you saw it on the wall. We're big alien guys around here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know about the Atlas 3?
No.
Well, out of all the fucking stuff you do, you
Now,
haven't.
my son, he's a big fan of Big Fours. Big Fours are rockets. That's what he calls them because he does the countdown. 4, 3, 2, 1. He calls it Big Four.
I do like that.
It's so good. We're going to get, that's what I messaged you about.
The
with
Big Four.
the tattoo guy.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to get
yeah.
Big Four tattoos, my wife and I.
I like that.
Anyway, he loves Big Fours, but I know about the Atlas 4. Is that right? What is it? Atlas what?
The Atlas, Atlas 3.
Atlas, is this a spaceship? What is it?
So it's an interstellar object.
Right, I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Yes, sorry.
And
Because there is an Atlas, some sort of
Yes,
spaceship.
yeah, you're right. You're right. It's a telescope, I think.
Right,
Or
okay.
a rocket or something. But no,
Fireworks.
it's NASA and Harvard, MIT scientists, like the way of which it's propulsion, its way, and the shit coming off the back of it isn't like space dust from a comet going fast. It's like propulsion.
Oh, really?
So they're like,
And it's heading to Earth.
They said, well, it's not headed directly at Earth. It's going to split in between Mars and the Earth, but being a little bit closer to Earth.
Okay.
But they said, like, it's the course of trajectory. It's like accelerating and decelerating and doing shit. Like, they said the chances of it being natural in the universe is extremely slim.
Yeah.
It does.
I think I heard that.
It does not represent anything that resembles a comet or a meteor or anything like that.
So if you're gonna put that much effort into creating some sort of spacecraft, like what are you doing? Are you trying to like invade, or is it like what we try and do and we just try and see what's going on? I don't know, because obviously
If you are that advanced, I would hope. If you're that, it's like I call it the ant farm theory.
Sure.
So when I was a boy, when I was 7, my mom got me a fucking ant farm that you set up in the windowsill. You watch them dig in the colonies. It's like that big. Looks like a little etch-a-sketch,
Yeah.
right? Now, I'd come home from school, feed them ants every day. They were my ants.
what'd you feed them?
Huh?
What did you feed
Just
them?
like crickets and shit. Put in there, let them eat. Like
Nice.
bugs and stuff like that. But, those were my ants. And I loved them. I cherished them, right? They're like my children damn near, But it was nothing for me on a hot summer day.
Yeah.
To go outside in my backyard with a fucking magnifying glass and torch these motherfuckers under the death ray.
Sure.
Because they weren't my ants. See what I'm saying? I would feel like if something that intelligent or it has built something that's a lot more advanced and we aren't capable of that, we are just ants to them, and to some extent I think I don't know, we could go down the whole Anunnaki route and that whole fucking I'm real big in the alien shit, but I think, I think something put us here.
Yeah, but we treat each other like ants. So imagine what
exactly
an alien's
but
going to treat
that's
us
what I'm
like.
saying. Like if you're that more, technologically sound than we are, coming over here and seeing this, like it's like, yeah, they could destroy us in the means of a second, but
why would you do that?
It's the ability to create weapons that can destroy. This is like when there's an old fucking folklore thing. It's called The Day I Met God on a Train, and basically this dude from MIT who's an atheist meets. It's a vlog. If he made it up, it's the most intricate written thing I've ever seen in my life. I'll send it to you. I read it when I was in high school, but he basically talks about this guy that claims to be God on a train talking to him, and he talks about the goal of consciousness, human consciousness, is to reach a certain nirvana where you can create weapons of mass destruction, but you have no reason to use them. It's a centering piece or some shit like that. I don't know, some maybe shit, but it made sense to me. So, but yeah, Atlas 3's coming. It's on the way. So
Could be a weapon. Could be a planet destroyer. Like we just don't know. We don't know what we're dealing with.
I think the government and a lot of the governing bodies around the world have a little more advanced technology.
Yeah,
than
that's what they think happened at Roswell, right?
Yeah.
That it was just like the stealth bomber, early versions of that the B-50, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Because you see that thing fly, and it looks like an alien.
It does.
It looks like an
but
alien
it still
spacecraft.
has, rocket fuel jet.
Yeah, but
propulsion.
how long ago was that? That's 60 years or whatever they started building that, maybe something like that, whatever. Imagine what they should have been able to invent now, like these anti-gravity machines and all that type of stuff.
I just don't think they're saying anything.
Well, but why would they?
Exactly.
Why would
you
they
show
do
your
that?
hand?
There's this theory that I heard about with dinosaurs, right? During World War I or World War II, the Allies actually went into Germany and tried to bomb this particular museum that held the original Spinosaurus, the fossil. And it was the most complete Spinosaurus of all time. And this was a whole sort of propaganda, sort of fuck you thing. They were going to bomb it just so that the Americans and the British had the biggest collection of fossils and not the Germans. So we do some crazy shit out of spite. So if you're willing to blow up a fucking dinosaur, imagine what other things you're willing to do. Like, there's just so many different things that people may or may not do. Who the fuck knows, Lazer? Like, it's just... You see all these things happen, JFK, like, people are getting shot and hit and they're getting taken out and there's poisonings and people are having alleged heart attacks and the V word with the C word and... Man, lots going on. A lot's changed over the past... Like, the last 5 years has been...
I don't ever remember a time ever in my life where it was this topsy-turvy, this turmoil with race and class and like, dude, it's just...
Well, there's never been a time. I look back. Well, how old are you? What?
30, about to be 35.
35. I'm 32. Back in our youth in the 90s, like, shit was just calm, it seemed. Like, obviously there was the Cold War before, all that, 20 years before, but 30 years before. But the 90s seemed like this.
Yeah, we took that shit for granted.
Yeah.
Getting home off the bus, it's a weekend, you make a couple pizza rolls, you play a goddamn Zelda video game till the morning. I mean, what a time to be.
What else is happening in the world? There's the war in the Middle East.
There's the Gulf War, right?
But that's all the way over there.
Yeah, and you got the grunge is taking over. Then it goes to boy bands. That's where it changed when we got the fucking Spice Girls and NSYNC. We got...
Well, when Kurt Cobain died, like, they were big, they got big in Australia. When they sort of took off, Nirvana, they were doing small shows. But their record took off when they were on tour in Australia doing smaller shows.
No shit.
So they were doing like a pub, and then all of a sudden, everyone in the town's there. And it's packed, and the street's full. Everyone's there to see Nirvana.
And you know what's crazy about that, too? You look back at that time, that's packed for, the internet, cell phones and shit like that. And, like... there was no way of them knowing that their shit was blowing up in the, to get on social media, like, oh shit, our record's charting at this. Like, there was nothing to see that. You'd have to get a phone call
from your manager,
somebody for your manager back in the States. It's just, dude, I look back, because, dude, I was thinking back the other day. Remember, like, how did people know to meet up at their friend's house. Like you just had to see where all the bicycles were or something. Like, I remember distinctly when I was 7, my parents took me to fucking SeaWorld here in San Antonio.
Yep.
And that was back when you couldn't even print the shit off MapQuest. Like you had to get a motherfucking book, you know, to get to places, like a map book. And my mom's a fucking idiot. She don't read it. And my dad's got too much pride. He don't want to pull over and ask for directions. So they start like fucking fighting in the middle of fucking I-10. And I got so goddamn scared, I just ate a bunch of Life Saver hard candies and tried to choke myself so they'd come together as a team, save me, and maybe salvage the marriage. And they divorced 3 months later. But I mean, the beat goes on. Ba-da-dum.
That's a lot of trauma.
We unpack it all here.
Yeah. No, I think it's actually quite a Freudian slip of you to choke yourself on lifesaver lollies.
Because you know that's why they're invented. Yeah, that's why they're invented with the hole.
It's the same with kids.
Yeah, but if you put 18 of them in your back of your throat, you can choke on them.
Kids' yogurts. They have the little holes. I don't know if you're familiar with kids' yogurts. It'd be weird if you were.
Kid yogurts, what is that?
Yogurt.
Yogurt.
Yeah,
I said yoga. Okay,
no,
yogurt.
Kid yoga. Big fan.
They actually sponsored the podcast.
Kid Bikram yoga.
Yeah.
No, it's kids yogurt. It's got in the cap that you twist off. Yeah. You know the squeezy packs.
Yeah.
You twist it off. It's got a hole in it, so kid swallows it. You can still breathe. Same with big pens. They got a little hole in them in the top in case you swallow it and you can breathe through it. So that's nice. But you know what I saw today? I was in at a liquor store here in Austin, and there was a humidor, like a giant cigar room.
Yeah.
And all the cigars have like flash, nice looking labels on them.
Yeah.
Everything looks nice. Completely illegal in Australia.
Why?
People shouldn't smoke. Isn't that crazy? So I was in there and I was like, I would never. Like, so for the longest time in Australia, the cigarette packets have you're not allowed to have packaging. Like, you can have packaging, sorry. You're not allowed to have colourful packaging. It's got to be plain. Just white or whatever. And it's got a big warning on the front that says, this will fucking kill you.
Yeah.
Right? That's all it is. You can't advertise. You can't do any of those type of things. All of these things that, as an adult, you should be able to make that choice. It's a choice made based off evidence that you do or you don't want to smoke. And if you want to smoke cigarettes, it should be completely up to you. It's also taxed in the ass. Like I think it's like 50 Australian dollars, which is like $30 American for a pack of cigarettes. I don't know if that's the same here.
What? A pack or a carton?
No. How many's in a pack? Like 24, 40 or something?
Like cigarettes? Like
cigarettes, yeah.
I'm talking, because a carton is 24 packs or 12 packs
of
really? Cigarettes.
No. One pack with like 20 or whatever in there is like 50 Australian dollars, so 35 American.
That's nuts.
Yeah. And they put it up every year, so more and more people stop smoking. They banned vapes. Can't buy vapes in Australia anymore. They ban everything. The Zins, can't get Zins because you're going to get hooked. Even though it's the fucking...
So they don't let you make a choice for your...
That's the thing. I don't smoke. I've never smoked. I like cigars. But I should be able to if I fucking want to.
And that goes back to the abortion thing, too.
Yeah, exactly. That is
your
freedom.
It's your motherfucking choice. Do what you like.
Exactly. But you can go and get pain pills and get hooked on those. You can go and...
It's big pharma.
Yeah, you can go and buy a litre of Jack Daniels, and drink all of that, die. But you can't... Or you can go and get certain injections.
Well, you know what that means, to some extent, in the, the fucking parliament chamber, I don't know if that's what y'all call it over there, but in the political system, they just don't have enough lobbyists putting enough money up to them fucking politicians.
That's it.
That's the only reason fucking big tobacco, they got a little...
Few more brown paper bags, you reckon?
Saddle up.
Man, people don't understand me in this country. No one understands what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I've had to slow down.
It's very far-fetched to hear that. It sounds like purgatory, to be quite honest.
It does. It's disgraceful. I said, some Indian dude, allegedly, he looked at me. I was at the gas station before. He looked at me like I was speaking another fucking language. Well, I probably was. He probably didn't speak English. But other people as well. Like, they're like, sorry? Pardon? Like, in Texas particularly, they're like, what the fuck is this? Because someone says to me, hey, how you doing? And I say, g'day, mate, how you going? And people don't know what I say.
Yeah.
I'm saying, g'day, how do you do?
How do you do?
That's it.
I mean, people tell me, I got to slow down for people out here, too. So.
But where are you from originally?
I'm from the, small village. Small.
Rwanda.
Yeah.
The back of Rwanda.
Back of Rwanda, dude. Yeah, no, I mean, do you know what's the craziest shit, though, out of all this? I meet people, or fans or whatever from the show and whatever, and that, like, this happens way more than I can even, exaggerate. Like, people come up to me like, man, that's really how you talk?
I told Ben that on the way here. I said, that's how he talks. That's him.
And I'm like, y'all think at the starting menu when I'm creating my character that this is the voice that I settled on? Mm-hmm. Like, this is the one that I said, oh, yeah, that one's going to work for me.
But it's a great voice.
No, it's good. It's good. And it helps with stand-up shit and stuff like that. But, like, yeah, I mean, I've always just talked like a fucking diesel engine.
Does your throat hurt?
What it was is when I was like 9 or 10, it was like, a couple girls in my grade, and they were all kissing these frogs, right, trying to turn them into princes. And I said, not on my block. And I started eating them frogs, and one of them got stuck in my throat. Never came up. Ribbit. Bow. Call that a callback.
Ribbit to what?
Fuck, who knows?
What are you talking about?
So fucking happy to be
So
here.
how is the Kill Tony wave going for you? Is it still riding? Because you're on there all the time.
Yeah, I'm on there pretty good. I was on there. This will come out after it airs. So I was on there this past Monday.
Yes.
Okay. And Triple H and Carrot Top were the guests.
No way.
And I went and got my hair cut a couple days
Did you
prior.
know that Triple H was going to be
there?
there?
I heard someone big from wrestling was going to be there. Because they don't actually tell us, because
really?
they want to protect the... But, like, I kind of was getting the hint that it was something with WWE and Netflix, and so
Triple H has been doing a lot recently
and
too.
And I put two and two together, like, oh, it's like Netflix, WWE, it's like a big, they said it's like a higher up, and like I just guessed, so I wore my DX shirt into the green room because I was like, can I go? And Tony's like, hey, you can go. I was like, can I perform? He's like, I don't know yet. He never fucking gives me. He always beats around the bush with me, but me, working a shoot, working an angle, I'm like, all right, let me be the mark. And I put on a DX shirt with, fucking Hunter Host Helmsley in the fucking center. And fucking, I get in the green room. I'm there early, like before everybody. And they walk in and I'm just standing there like, put me in. Tony goes, you really wore the shirt, huh? I go, yeah. He goes, you got a minute? I go, I do. But what was kind of fucked is, so he wrote me, he's like, all right, you can go up in the middle. And so I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm in the green room chilling. And they have about 5 bucket pools go up. And I'm kind of like, shit, this should be the middle. I said, and usually they got like one of the production guys will come up and be like, hey, we got one more comic than you. And you go down there, get ready. And I'm like, fuck, man, it's been a minute. I said, there's done 5 comics up here. I said, shit, I better walk down there. And I get out of the green room and walk down the main steps. And then I hear over the loudspeaker, Uncle Lazer.
Oh, no.
And I'm fucking 2 more fucking stories down, run across the club and go up the flight of stairs, get out on the stage, and I'm running. And I get on stage and I go, I start doing the suck it thing. And, dude, I am completely winded.
Yeah.
And I'm doing that rape joke that I do. It's about getting a part in that Western. And a buddy of mine wrote it for me, and he's like, man, only you can play this. No one else plays it. I need a Confederate Southern officer, just mean as sin, racist. And he's like, you might want to get acting lessons. I go, yeah. I go, why? He goes, because your first scene's a rape scene. And I'm like, you wrote that just for me. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's tasteful, but, like, I just get out there and I go, I'm like, I just got raped. I raped somebody. I just went like, and Carrot Top goes, and I go, he gets it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like, but like, because I was winning, I didn't get all the joke out. So the joke it wasn't bad, but it was just like, I can do that way better.
Sure.
But on the circumstance, but then when we get in that fucking interview and we're going back and forth, and then like, Tony goes, you want to ask Triple H anything? And I was like, I do. And then I go, Red Band, cue the music. And Red Band puts on this like real subtle music, and they put the spotlight right on me. I go, do you ever miss it? You ever just miss hitting somebody with a steel chair across the forehead? Or maybe putting somebody, through a wooden table? I said, it's all about the game. It's how you play it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just doing the guy. And he busted, dude. It was so in the crowd when so like, but that was like, for the first time, that was the first time I was ever like starstruck.
Oh yeah.
And it could have been because I was winded, but I mean, like, I was also like, you know, like,
particularly when you're not expecting to, like, obviously you knew someone from wrestling was going to be there, but if you walk out on that stage and you're a mad wrestling fan and you see Triple H,
I feel like a little kid.
That's terrifying. that would
Like,
scare the shit out of me.
I didn't even say hi to him in the green room.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I was just like, I'm just gonna act like, you know, I'm over here wearing the fucking shirt. You know, I didn't want to. And then after I got done with my set, I went back up to the green room, and then when the show's over, they came back up. And as I'm walking out, Carrot Top and him, they're talking to Tony, and Carrot Top suddenly goes, "Hey man, your facial expressions, your pauses, you were fucking great tonight." I was like, Triple H, cool. He goes, "Dude, you were fucking hilarious. So I really enjoyed that." And I'm like,
"Fuck yeah." Because I get weird about talking to famous people. I don't like going up and talking to people. Even not famous people. Like, we were at I signed up for Kill Tony last week, and on Monday, and that same night, and there's heaps of people there, like so many people, and I was just like, my mate Ben, who's there, and he can talk to anyone. I'm sort of just chilling back, just going, fuck, I don't want to talk to anyone.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to anyone, man. I don't know anyone. I went up and talked to the clown guy. Pickles.
Pickles.
Yeah. He was all right. He didn't have much to say.
Yeah, you know.
You got an issue with Pickles?
I hate clowns. It's not Pickles I'm mad at, it's clowns.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, he was fully kitted out. He wasn't getting a spot. He didn't know if he was getting a spot or not. He didn't end up getting one, but he was fully clowned out. He was sitting there in the corner of the room by himself in a clown outfit in the dark. It was horrifying. But I went up and said g'day. Didn't give me much. But I don't know. And then there was this trans lady that came over. She was nice.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But she just came over and introduced herself. Like, hey, I'm so-and-so. I was like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, and I feel bad, but I'll tell you what, you told me you were going, to sign up and stuff like that. And, like, I wanted to see you, but if I go to Shakespeare's
you're
right
too
there,
big of a deal.
Well, dude, it's just, and, like, I don't mind taking pictures. I don't mind hanging out with people. I don't mind being what you're supposed to be.
These people are all mad fans of the show.
These are different. Like, these motherfuckers are, like, it's just exhausting. It's to the point where it's like, hey, man, relax. Pump the brakes, homie. Like, I took the picture, like, go around. Like, I'm with the homies, with some women.
But it's also your persona, which is a lot of yourself.
Yeah.
Is this party animal, too.
Sure.
Like, think about Steve-O and people like that. Like, they've been dealing with this for 30 years.
But when you get, like, fanatics, but that are also in your line of work or claim to be in your line of work, like, it's not just, oh, man, hey, I love you, take a picture. Oh, you want to buy, can I buy you a drink? It's, hey, man, do you think this is funny? Hey, man, here's a joke that you could do. Hey, and it's just like, hey, man, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't come to your work and tell you how to do your, like, just, like, I'm just hanging out. I'm just here, guys.
You know James McCann? Very funny guy.
One of the best comics I know.
And I sent him a DM. I didn't know he was from Australia, and I heard him on Rogan's podcast. And I sent him a DM. I said, great podcast. It was so cool. Hearing an Australian guy, yada, 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 like, doing well. But apparently he had hundreds of Australian comedians who he didn't know or sort of know reached out after that podcast and say, hey, man, can you help me get into the mothership? Can you help me do this? And then I was like, fuck, is that what I look like? I was just giving...
You just genuinely be like, hey,
I just give props.
Glad to see a countryman make it.
I don't... Because... he's not new here, but he hasn't been here forever.
Yeah.
I don't want anything from anyone. I'm just hanging out, And I do that to a lot of people. If I see someone do something cool, I just there's this guy, what's his name? I can't remember his name. I watch his YouTube videos all the time. He does travel vlogs where he goes, he's got 500 pounds and he's got to get from here to there, whatever.
Yeah.
He did it to Monaco recently. James someone. Anyway, I think. Simon Wilson. Simon Wilson's his name. Great YouTuber.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
And I just DM'd him. I was like, hey, dude, love your work. I don't want anything from him. I don't want any fucking travel points.
I'm just saying it.
He didn't even reply to me. I don't want to reply. Simon, I don't want to reply. I'm just giving you props, dude.
Yeah.
So I do that all the time. And I feel like...
He actually follows me. We talk all the time.
Really? Oh, well, can you get him to DM me back? I feel like a fucking big old fat over here.
You wore the shorts.
I really did. These are fucking out.
Oh, boy, them nuts are coming out, old son.
I'm so scared.
About to put a fucking blurry thing down there.
That's better.
Yeah, let it all hang out.
But yeah, so I just like doing that. And then when I was hearing this the other night about McCann, I was like, fuck. am I that dude now? But it is what it is. If you're going to send DMs, you know,
I just lead with a straight dick pic, even with famous people.
Yeah.
Just put it out on the table.
Is that how you got on Kill Tony?
No, it's because I dated that witch. But I guess technically I sent her a dick pic, so there's the start of that.
Dick pics are helpful in every situation.
You really find out where a person stands.
Yeah, usually laying down, actually. But yeah, it's cool to be here, man. We're in Bass Pro Shops yesterday.
Yeah, great times,
That's sick. Going to gun shops. Like, I'm a big fan of guns.
There's a range.
Yeah, I was going to say, I need to go to a range.
I want you to go to this, I forget the name of it. I'll put it, I know.
Send it to me.
Yeah, they've got, I mean, dude, it's 3 stories.
Yeah.
Outside range, inside range, 3. It's fucking awesome. And they got so many guns you can rent that are just fucking shit you would never shoot.
Is it really expensive, or can you have a lot of fun for a decent price?
I mean, like, ammo is expensive. You know, the rental itself, not so much, but just depending on how much you want to shoot.
Yeah.
Goddamn, I mean, a box of 22 shells are fucking, $20, $30, which is $1. I mean, it's nuts. But yeah.
Well, we don't have guns in Australia.
So go fucking.
So I need to go and do that.
Fucking go. I'll give you the shit for it. Go out and do that. That shit's it's exhilarating.
We went to Terry Black's the other day. You like Terry Black's?
Yeah. Good friend of mine is a pitmaster over there.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Cooks a mean. Well, how about this? I didn't eat all my food, and I left me fucking the big, not the brisket, the one on the bone, the rib, the beef rib.
The big beef tip, yeah.
I didn't eat all of that, and I left it. I took it home, and I left it on top of the car when I was getting my son out, and I left it out overnight. So there was a fucking $50 beef rib sitting on the front of the car.
You just left it outside?
Yeah.
And you didn't...
Well, I didn't know. Didn't know until I walked out the next morning and went...
Well, it's already cooked.
You can't leave it out there. It'll get covered in bacteria.
How do you think the Cowboys did it back in the trail riding days?
Well, they would salt it more so than a brisket.
I'd hate the fuck out of that goddamn... We'd call that the top sedan rib or whatever, dude. I'd have fucking...
Mate, it's a Buick. So that does change things a little bit.
It's all full circle.
Well, also, it's fucking hot here, so it probably would have been all right. But I was a bit scared. But I don't want to get food poisoning. Call me crazy. I did eat Chick-fil-A last night. Hadn't had Chick-fil-A before. Very good.
You're like, it's the Lord's chicken.
Yeah,
it's good stuff.
It was closed on Sunday, which I didn't. I did know about that, but I didn't know it was Sunday when we went to go there.
Yeah.
I was unaware of the
Did you get the Chick-fil-A sauce?
I don't know.
Oh, you fuck. Have you tried Whataburger since you've been out here?
I had them last time in Houston.
Okay.
They were okay.
Yeah. It's,
It's all much of a muchness. Same with Five Guys and fucking, what's the other one? The one In and Out. Like, it's all fine. It's all good. But you get that?
No, I'm waiting on that boy for the next one. I just don't want him to walk in that other door how you almost walked in that other door.
Right. Yeah. Is there someone else live there?
Yeah, so this is my boy's studio. This is his house. I don't live here. He tours with Dom Dolly. He's like a fucking drone videographer. He goes through the fire.
Cool.
And gets all the EDM. He's a cool motherfucker.
Yeah.
But what's next? Mate, I got you in an hour. I don't want to keep you too long.
You're right.
But
we're doing some shows here in America. Then we're heading back.
How long is the tour through?
It's only a couple of shows, and then it's just hard with a toddler.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we're doing a few shows here and then heading back. I've got a special coming out at the end of the year.
YouTube?
Possibly somewhere else, but wait a year. So we'll see. But it's filmed in this beautiful theatre. It's one of my best specials, I think. I think it's probably the best. I like the last one too, but this is probably the best. And it looks fucking awesome.
How many specials do you have out now?
This is my third.
Let me ask you something, because you've been in the game a lot longer than I have. When you go back to the first special, you're always going to nitpick your shit as you grow. Does it bother you to the point where it's like, fuck, I know I can do that, but like, and two-parter, people go see bands, right? They want to hear the hits. In comedy, once you do your special,
it's gone.
You're gone. But is it, though, is what I'm asking. And the reason I say is because I've been doing that single mother's bullshit joke since I was kicking the fucking mirror in my room. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'll go to shows, and, I don't really do it that much anymore, but I'll have people yell out, do the single mother shit, like, so.
Well, I've talked a lot about vegans on YouTube, right? And people yell out about, I talk about vegans.
Yeah.
But it's all been said.
Yeah.
And it's not
You
fun.
don't ever write new, I guess, tangents and tags for new
you can.
stuff?
And you can think, like, I've had a lot of jokes that have been, so I text myself everything, right? That I
Me too.
Any premise or whatever, and I can go back through and connect the dots years later, like a joke or a premise that doesn't have a punchline. Maybe it gets a punchline
a year later. Yeah, no, 100%.
Which is really cool. But there are, you think of more tags and stuff. Like I thought of some tags after the special. I was like, fuck, what do I do? But you just slot them in somewhere else,
Yeah.
But how what are you doing now? An hour?
Yeah.
And how happy are you with that hour? Do you think it's like
40 to 45 minutes is
okay?
It sincerely, because this is, I say this all the time, but like I didn't go the open mic route, and I think if I would have went the open mic route, I would have got too discouraged, and I probably would have quit.
How long have you been doing stand up for now?
July was 4 years.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
so been
a
in
fair
little
time.
bit. Yeah, fair time. But you got to realize like I'm having to go out and do an hour on the road when I only got 5 minutes. And so. But the luxury of that, even though I was like, eating a bag of dicks in front of 200 people instead of a coffee shop with 5, you learn certain lessons in that realm. But if a comic were to go out, Sunday to Sunday out here, say they got one spot a night. Let's say they got 2 spots a night if they were to get that, right? 10-minute spots. It's 140 minutes. That's 2 hours and 20 minutes, okay? I'd go do a weekend run of shows, Thursday through Saturday. I'm doing 5 shows. I'm doing an hour apiece. I'm doing 5 hours. I'm doing double what they can in a safer spot in a longer time frame. So I think it was a luxury in the fact that people were coming to see me and knew what they were getting. And so I was able to build and try the new shit and do shit until I can make it stick. Because like now I'm confident enough that 10 minutes, if I got to do a 10-minute at a showcase, I can put my 10 minutes up with anybody in the fucking city. You know what I'm saying? Like I know I can take the bread and butter of my 40 minutes and move them taglines and make them flow in 10 and just fucking and not miss. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I mean, I did do an hour the other day that it's going to be in the VR, like the metaverse, the first comedy special in the metaverse. It's a hologram thing. Cool. And like 20 to 25 minutes of it, I go, that's down pat. It was before but like I still don't think I have a full hour, which because there's a lot of interchangeable shit that I do. But I know there's 40 minutes where I'm like, I put that on tape for my first one and be happy with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but I mean, no one really tells you when you're ready. You know what I'm saying? Like,
when you're ready.
When you get to the point where you watch your clips back and you're not cringed out by it, and you start watching it as game tape and you start learning to do better, that's when I think that shift kind of happens. I don't know. I could be wrong. That's just how I look at it.
I mean, it depends. Like but when you're ready. When you're killing it. When you're doing it. So you just fucking put it out there. If it's cooked, then serve her up.
We'll write new ones.
That's it. And then you write new shit, and that's the scary part. But it's also the fun part, and it's fun for you.
Figuring it out.
Like I've got a new probably 35, 40 minutes that I'm really happy with, but. It might be completely different by the end of next year, when I record another special.
As you're moving it,
yeah, it just chops and changes, and things are different for you. Like I've got too much about being a dad in there at the moment, so I need to sort of cut that down a bit and just make sure it's sharper, all that stuff. But that comes.
Let me ask you this though, because I take guys out on the road with me. They don't live here, but I'll take them in certain spots, depending on where in the country, and when you go doing, your hour shows and shit, and you come out to a place like Austin or LA and you're doing these 10, 15-minute spots, and it's like, where I'm more of a storytelling length type comic, and I trim out the fat, but it's still, I have enough time to elaborate and paint you a picture, and you know what it smells like because I was there, Like, what I found myself doing recently is because I'm doing a lot more spots now in Austin and doing these 10s and working and trying new shit, I've shortened down and condensed heavier, longer set of jokes, and in this format I love them because I'm getting to punches quicker, right? Sure. Bow, 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 bow. But then when I go out on the road and I take these guys who haven't been seeing me do it, and then I'm doing it on stage in my longer format, they're like, hey, why don't you say the rest of this one that you say here?
Right.
So like just maybe trimming too much fat come back to hurt the joke's integrity, or what do you think about that?
It depends how much you think of it as an art form. Like, do you want to worry about it that much, or just make people laugh?
Well, I mean, I want to make people laugh, but am I leaving where they say trim the fat, but am I not leaving enough on the bone?
Sure.
It's what I'm kind of contradicted with. Because maybe I'm just not to the point where I've wrote that into that part of that joke, even shorter down to tag it up. I don't know.
Well, I think it's like how much, it depends on how much you got. And it's also a personal thing. It's like, if you think you've got enough for this bit, and you go, okay, that's all that needs to be there. Let's move on to the next thing. Then move on to the next thing. Who gives a shit? Try it different the next night. You know what I mean? Like, you got plenty of time on stage to do that.
Yeah.
My biggest learning curve was I went from doing 10-minute spots, and in Australia, it's just you don't I live 2 hours from Sydney, which is a big city. I used to have to drive there to do 5 minutes after work.
Damn, dude.
So it's like a 2-hour drive, but in traffic it's 3 hours. Then you got to drive home and get up at 6 o'clock the next morning to go to work. So it was hectic. And then I started making online content, yada, yada, yada. But I did, in 2019 was my busiest year. I did 94 shows across Australia, which is a lot for Australia. And I also did New Zealand and the UK. And doing, 100 hours of stand-up in that time took me from being just fucking some dude to, like, being very good at what I do.
It sharpens you.
Sharpens you like nothing else. And there's no... You can't replace stage time.
You can't... A musician, I did music my whole life. I can play my harmonica in front of the mirror. I can practice with my band. I can say that joke in the mirror 1,000 times. But until I step on stage, I will not know exactly where the funny is. No. Some of my best tags have just been in flow state, shit that I never wrote down. And you'll never know that unless you have that stage time. So I agree 100% on that, man. Yeah. No. There's nothing that can beat or replicate the feeling of a live audience.
And I've never seen you live, so I want to do that. I'm here for another week. I want to do that before I go.
What do you got Friday? Oh, you got your show.
I got my
Saturday.
Show Saturday. I got nothing on.
Saturday. I got 2 shows at Maybe I get you on the shows at Roscoe with me. I'll probably get you on.
Yeah.
I'll message the lady when we get done with this. Where can everybody find you? We'll wrap it up.
Mate, you go to the Buttsman on Instagram or Isaac Butterfield. Look that up. That's where I am. Everywhere. Instagram YouTube. TikTok, I keep getting accounts deleted.
Yeah, I don't even really post on there anymore. It's fucking
fucked.
Chinese. But
I'm back up to 70,000 now after it got taken down at 900. So I'm back. Shit. I'm back, baby.
What and you got a special out on that's where people can find
that's going to come out. I'm in LA.
The older specials are on YouTube. And
they're
you have
on
a podcast.
YouTube. I got a podcast. I've got on Amazon as well. I got some specials on there as well. So you can, if you look my name up, I'll appear everywhere.
There he is. He's out there fighting kangaroos. The Perth of girth. The girth of Perth. Listen, hey. For Isaac Butterfield, I've been Uncle Lazer. It's been another episode of the Drunk Uncles Podcast. Please make sure to get your cat spayed and neutered. Shout out Bob Barker.